The future won't have money. Saw that on Stillness in the Storm's newsletter. It's true, the future won't have money. Just an announcement, I'll be reinstating my Gofundme account because people have asked recently if they can make donations to Implant Communications. I'm happy to receive money to offset costs so I can focus on my personal needs. I'll reconfigure the button at the top of my YouTube page and I'll probably stick it on my website on the contact details, but give me a few days please. I'm slow at doing these things and then GoFundMe has to take their time to set it up too. Anything involving numbers takes me forever. Ask the IRS. LOL. Also, I want to state right now that the person I closed the account over, the one who tried to bribe me with money, your deposits will be refunded, so don't even bother donating to Implant Communications anymore. I don't take bribes, and the Galactics certainly will not work with anyone who would think to do that. The Galactics work with people whose frequency more or less matches their own. If there isn't common ground, in other words, a sense of ethics, service to others and personal responsibility, they won't work with you. Last week I said no to a bum deal with a German book publisher/distributor that would have left me with 6% of the profits paid out annually. As if he and the stores he delivered to would get 94% of the profit gross, and who knows how much they would be netting after expenses, but I'm sure it would be more than my meager 6%. So I kicked him to the curb. This man told me to check with my spiritual guidance over this deal, like I needed to be told to do that. I did, and Ashtar Sheran called him a crook. They gave me further information on this man that led me to believe that putting my eggs in his basket would be a bad idea. I even checked with Dr. Michael Salla, who publishes many interesting books on exopolitics, and he said that he's satisfied with this publisher, but yes, waiting for an annual payout can be worth it, but if you need money to live from, hard to do. I told him I'm in that bracket, so I turned the deal away. So you may be asking, if Ashtar Sheran is unconditionally loving, why did he call this man a crook? It's simple. Because being unconditionally loving is about speaking your truth, and it's not about calling everyone nice when they're not. If he did that, then how would he have been put in charge of the liberation of planet Earth, if he was so codependent he couldn't see the forest for the trees? Not likely. He doesn't hate the guy, he states the fact that his deal is a rip-off for me. And he would wish him to behave in a more ethical way and for me to get a deal that reflects the work I do and the integrity of the book, and that actually helps me in some meaningful way as well. So you may be wondering why the Galactics don't seem to like our financial system and current way of doing business. Why? Because it reflects the Illuminati's taste in doing business, and it's not ethical. Making someone work for minimum wage, 8 hours straight without a chair, with a half-hour lunch and 2 15-minute coffee breaks. Have you ever tried to drink a hot coffee in 15 minutes? I can't do it, but the point is, it's working this way that first of all keeps people from realizing their spiritual selves, because this way of working is non-spiritual. Driving someone to the point of exhaustion, where they have to go hit the bars on Friday night to release all their repressed emotions from the week gone by, for the sake of earning a millifraction of what an Illuminati member would take in a week, when money isn't even the point of being alive anyway. Love is why the Galactics don't like our system. It reflects the Illuminati's values or lack thereof, really, and it is a control mechanism that keeps us repeating the same cycles over and over again. Ever notice how routine your day becomes when you're working? Instead of utilizing your creativity upon rising every morning to see what you can create that day, you're forced into the cycle of repetitive mind-numbing labor, like the slave that you are. If you have found a job that you like that actually utilizes your mind to any degree, I congratulate you. You're one of the few. But how many others walk away from their lifestyle at around 40 when they realize that it's not going to give them the happiness they were seeking, and it's not their answer? There are many of us. They move to lower paying jobs or try to quit working altogether or start their own business based on their own value system, in order to get more satisfaction out of the need to earn money. Which is the point. Our need to earn money system will eventually collapse as people realize it's not the point of being alive. The need to love is. I was just reminded that taxation is theft. Do you think the Illuminati has to tax you as much as they do, in order to get by in life? But they're not just getting by, they're making out like bandits, and they're taking all the monies we and our children need to develop normal physical lives. Oh yeah, besides that, ever wonder why the income taxation plan hits those earning about $40,000 per annum the hardest and taxes higher income earners less proportionate to the earnings of the middle class? It's because they cut their friends good deals, and because they seem to have some kind of compassion for people on the dole. By the way, this ends with the New World Order because people on welfare, or other government benefits are already where they want you. They want total control over your income, and so they'll have everyone working for them and on government payouts. At the point the government reveals itself as the core of the entire money-making system, it'll be too late for you. By that time, all small business will have gone bust or been forced to close. Walmart will be the only department store, and there might be a few grocery stores open for you to buy from. Other than that, all life as we know it ends. No vacations, no spa days, who knows, maybe they'll still have hair salons. We need to fight it, and we need to disempower the Illuminati system by not buying from it. Defund the deep state, stop buying at their stores. Shop mom and pop. If you haven't figured out by now, our economic system is the focal point of the Illuminati's control over us. You need to understand this. Working lives and lives as consumers is where they want us. There's nothing spiritual about either. Once the Illuminati is taken off this planet, and all of their interests are defunded, changed over, or arrested and tried, where do we go? We continue on as we are. However, the control and entrapment of humanity will be alleviated. People want to hold down jobs. Fine, hold down a job. This system will go on for a while. Here, I'll let Ivo explain it. Ivo, my love, thank you. The system will continue on for a while. But with the basic income payouts that you will still be receiving, having to work for a living will be optional. Me, yippee. Ivo, there are some who still enjoy working, even need to work. These will more than often be the ones who will not be evolving, will not be going through ascension to any extent or at all. These will be the ones who require more than basic income as subsistence, or perhaps they will volunteer to keep the food chains moving, or to help a family member start up a small business. There will be many reasons people will still require employment in the beginning. The extraterrestrial systems are all run on a voluntary basis. I work on a voluntary basis right now, doing these channelings and commanding a mothership over planet Earth. I do not get paid, for one reason because I do not require money to live, and the other is that I am very aware of the unity of all consciousness. I work as I understand that I am a part of God, and God requires that all his parts be looked after properly, and that the galaxy maintain balance. As a member of the Galactic Federation of Light, I am here to restore balance to planet Earth and allow her God parts to thrive again, as he desires. We have direct contact with God, and are well aware of his desires for ourselves and for others. And so we serve. Service is the way of the future for humanity, which is what Sheran does now. She serves by passing on these messages. But she also requires funding because she is of the false system created by the Illuminati to make slaves out of you. They live off of your energy and work constantly to steer the direction of your consciousness, so that they can reap the energy you emit. They are working to have you emit energy at a particular frequency that is palatable to them. When you refuse to emit energy at this frequency, they will send others within the matrix to lower your frequency. Sheran experiences this constantly. Me, and I might add it's bloody annoying. Ivo, you must look at it this way, my love. You must see their attempts to redirect your energy into their lower frequencies as your success, and understand you are so powerful they cannot manage. So they keep trying to do this. It is that you are so powerful that they cannot stop you, and cannot change you back to the person you were when you were a child living with your parents. Me, no, that's long gone. Ivo, and I say, that is your power. They attempt constantly to lower your frequency but to no avail. Me, sometimes they manage. Ivo, and do you go back into depression? Do you carry out self-harming activities like overeating the wrong foods? Do you go back into these destructive behaviors as you did before? Me, no, I channel videos. Ivo, and there you have it, my love. They cannot stop you. The more they fight you, the more you fight back with videos and channelings to help spread the light. That is your power. Me, ah. Okay. Ivo, you seek to rebalance your chakras, ground your energy, send light to Victoria, Australia, you continue to do your light work. You cannot be stopped now, whereas before they could stop you. And they did over and over. You broke through when you went to the 12 steps and suffered 5 years of dark night of the soul. But it put you past anything they could throw at you. Others of you are on the same path. When things get bad, try to do your light work or your spiritual practice. Try not to succumb to their efforts to lower your frequency, but notice that these bouts will become shorter and shorter and your recovery will be quicker. Anyone who is not dogged by the dark's efforts to lower their frequency is not of the light. Everyone is experiencing this now who is of a higher frequency, and you must do whatever you need to prevail. You are strong and you can do this. What in effect you are healing from, is the harm the Matrix has done to you in this lifetime and others you previously experienced here on Earth. For those of extraterrestrial origin, you are healing the bloodlines you were born into, purifying them, and repairing the templates of the Earthling. Me, yes. Thank you, Ivo. So you're saying that sometime in the future, the currency, if you want to call it that, on this planet will be love. Exchanges of love. Ivo, yes, that is what we are saying. Exactly, my love. Humans are beings of love. Your collective essence will purify to the point that you realize that love is what makes life, not money. Money is an affliction of the first chakra and love is everything. Me, so using money is a reversal of universal law. Ivo, having units of exchange is not a reversal of universal law. However, shady business practices, theft, taxation, enslavement through work, are all reversals of universal law and certainly not the human condition in the galaxy. When your planet collectively begins to align with universal law, the need for fixed employment and exchange of payment will begin to alter. Me, I'm not sensing this is anytime soon. People are still beholden to the system. Ivo, and as I said, the system suits those who are not going to evolve, the Homo sapiens. Those who are evolving into Homo universalis or Homo divincus, those who will move on to the fifth dimension, are the ones who will realize that the financial system is not necessary and is actually harmful to the human condition. Me, thank you, Ivo. Ivo, my love, you are most welcome. Please focus on doing your income taxes this week. Me, lol, yeah, I wish I could get someone to do that. I still need a tin. I've been selling 3 years in the United States and I still have been using my Canadian SIN. Yeah, that stands for Social Insurance Number, but I wouldn't argue with you if you thought that taxation was sin, because it is. Rip off. This is how they steal your money, folks. If you get $500 back at year's end, imagine how much they've gotten from you, and then they're always crying they never have money for new projects, and that they owe so much in national debt. The question is, to whom do they owe this money? That's when the light should snap on. Boom. It's not you they owe it to, or they'd try to tax you less.